Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Chiefs at 4-5, a game under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the ball's...
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired running out. business real, knows it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boost it on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it out. I just stay cool at the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared and excited to start this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down. Hurts.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CD Lamb, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Morrow, and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 22, Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. $38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down at 5. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Open man Lamb. It's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. First down, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball on the perimeter.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Marr able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring out 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try to make something good happen.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott off play action. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Well, Prescott here to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Second and 2. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Man coverage and decided to test him up. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Eagles at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Here's 2nd and 8. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.